Well guys, welcome back to the shop. I'm Chris with M7 Metalworks. I'm pretty excited right now because I've got two new vices. I have not had any new vices for a while, and so I'm really excited. I went out, I just occasionally check Facebook Marketplace, and that's what I did a couple days ago, and come across this vise for sale, and the guy said he just wanted $25. He actually had an anvil as well for sale, and stupidly I passed it up. But anyways, I got this vise. He wanted $25 for it. The reason this vise appealed to me, $25 for one is super cheap for a huge vise like this. This is 4.5-inch jaws. It's probably 80 pounds, something like that. But an all-American made vise. It's a Prentiss, made in New York. And so the price alone is a really good deal, but there's a very special thing that that this vise is and has that most vices don't have, and that's right here. This is a pivoting jaw vise. You pull that pin and that jaw is supposed to pivot. Now right now mine's locked up. I'm hoping to remedy that. But I had given my old Parker 372, I think it was the model number for that Parker, that had a swivel jaw vise, or a swivel jaw on that vise. And I had given that to my son-in-law, gladly, by the way, and I think he'll get great enjoyment out of it for many years. But ever since then, I've missed the swivel jaw vise. I love them. They're fantastic. And this one is even better because I believe it has smooth jaws. They're either smooth or they're very well worn. I believe they're smooth though. They look like smooth jaws. And if you know anything about me and the work that I've been doing a lot of knives. And so I use my Reed smooth jaw vise all the time. I'm constantly using it. So this thing is huge for me. I'm super excited. But anyway, before I went to go get it, I was preparing that morning to go get it. And he was about an hour and a half away, so a decent little drive. But he texted me and he said, "Hey, I've got another vise. I found another vise here, and would like to know if you're interested in it." I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely, of course." And so he said he wanted $25 for it as well. And so this is a Reed. This is a Reed 104.5. Yeah, 104, number 104.5 Reed. Now this is a fixed vise, whereas this is a swivel base and a swivel jaw. So swivels twice. This doesn't swivel at all, but I love these fixed vices. They're fantastic. And a Reed, man, Reeds, I love them. They're made so well. So I'm excited about this one. Future video, but right now I'm too excited to not start on this one. So this one's going to be really fun. I'm probably going to break it up simply because I think a vise like this is worthy of a couple videos. Just the intro alone here has been, what, 5 minutes? And I try to keep my videos to 15 minutes or less. I can make them longer, but I really don't like to. So I'll probably have this video in 1 or 2 or 3 parts. So anyways, I'm pretty excited just to take you around. I'm gonna bring you in close, but certain things about these vices just amaze me. One is how precise everything is. This is very precise. There's no movement. This Reed, no movement. I mean, it just has no movement at all. This one's got a little bit in this Prentiss, but it's so minute. Just the quality of these all-American made vices, it just amazes me. I am missing the little lift-up deal here. I think these had like a little deal that you pulled up, but I don't know. But we're going to work on getting this done. The only markings on this vise that I can find so far is Prentiss NY, so New York. And then on the bottom of the slide, I found the number 12 right here. So first things first, I think I'll spray it down with some WD-40, and then I'll pull the movable, or what they call dynamic jaw, out first. And then we'll work on getting the lead screw out of the nut and getting this base off and trying to get this popped out of there. And then the real challenge with this is going to be this jaw. I can tell you on my Parker 372, which I really like the design of that, maybe a little bit better than this, and we'll find out as I go through this a little bit more. This is my first Prentiss, but the Parker was extremely challenging to get the swivel jaw loose. And that pin, I mean, it was everything I could do to get it out. I ended up ultimately, after 2 weeks of trying to get it apart, I ultimately put it in the forge. Now, the Parker, not such a big deal to do that because I was able to take off the hardened jaws. On this, I cannot take off the jaws. These, I believe, just looking at them, they don't look like they're pinned in. They look like they might be forged on there. Maybe there's just so much dirt on those jaws I can't tell. I don't know. But if I can't take those jaws off, I really want to avoid an extreme amount of heat on those jaws. But I might not have any choice. I might have to do it and then maybe try to harden the jaws with a torch and dipping them in water. So we'll see. I don't know what I'll have to do just yet, but we'll get her figured out. If I have to get this thing a nice cherry red and quench it, that's what we'll do to reharden it. But we definitely want to get this pin out. So hang with me, guys. If you're into vices, this is an amazing vise. Again, I really can't maybe convey how excited I am for this vise. I am really, really psyched about it. To have found another swivel jaw vise is just amazing. I'm just so happy. And to get it for the price that I got, 25 bucks. $25. Really? Do you know what kind of Chinese garbage I could get for $25 at the store? It would be absolute trash. It would be a tiny little vise for 25 bucks. So to get this is just thrilling. So I'll bring you in close. I'll take you around it before I start pulling everything apart, and then we'll do the tear down. Here's a look at the vise, guys. That'll be a challenge. I'm not sure exactly how that comes apart. I believe this is cast into the base, but I believe that pin goes all the way through, and I believe that's supposed to come up, and there's little holes in there. So we're gonna find out. See if I can get you a little bit decent look there. Get a look. That. Get a look at those jaws. I don't know, they look smooth to me. Get you an idea of that base. You see how it's keyed into it. Let's spin that bad boy around. I believe these are just where that piece is actually cast. That's the pour holes. This is just a little bit of paint or something that's been spilt on there. Overall, this vise appears to be in pretty good shape. So first things first, I'm going to throw some lube on this. I get some WD-40 on it, and we'll get cracking on the disassembly. It came out. Wow. I didn't hook this up. I did heat this thing up and it came out. I was just trying because I thought, why not? I got nothing to lose. But wow.
So at this spot here, I'm trying to get this collar off to get the lead screw out, but as you can see, what they've done is they've used a chisel to raise that area of the lead screw so that the collar just doesn't slip off easily. Now there's a set screw and it's probably somewhat unnecessary, but maybe they needed it to be more secure at the time. Anyways, I'll take a file and I'll just use a little hand file here and I'll file that down so that I can kind of knock that lead screw out of that collar and get that thing off of there.